The sun is beginning to set on the Sunday Night League touring cars. This is round number 3 of the final round. Round 7. Here at Brands Hatch. This is a reverse grid of race number 2, and on pole in his Hyundai, starting on soft tyres, it is Flashman. Second place in his Lexus is the unfortunate Rob on drums. He starts on super soft tyres. In third place, it is Yokas in the Hyundai, and he starts this race on the medium tyres. Chris Boo, is in fourth place in the Mitsubishi, starting on super soft tyres. Fifth is in Tulu in his Lexus, and he starts on the hard tyres in Tulu, currently 14 points behind Jam in the championship standings. Cinemod is in the Mazda, and he starts on medium tyres. There is a theme happening in this race. I wonder if you can spot it, dear viewer. GT Racer is there on the grid in his Mitsubishi. He is on, guess which tyre? The mediums. We have got Salek in the BMW. He starts this race on the super soft tyres. The man currently leading the championship is SNL Jam. He's got a 10-point lead over CSL Wolfbane as it stands going live into this final race. Medium tyres for SNL Jam. In 10th place, after his best result in touring cars, it is Gibbo in the Mitsubishi. He starts this race on medium tyres. And then, at the back of the grid, it is race 2 winner, CSL Wolfbane. As I say, 10 points behind Jam in the championship as we go into this final 2 races. Medium tyres for Wolfbane. Remember, race 4... if you're watching this as live, just keep pressing refresh on the feed. It will appear. So, let's go into race number 3 here at round 7. Brands Hatch, as I say, the sun is setting. Getting ready to go green in this final race. Flashman, penultimate race. It's not the final race. I'm getting ahead of myself here. It's the 3rd race of the day. Flashman on pole right now. Rob on drums is there in 2nd place. Flashman should get a good start though. He's on the soft tyres, but Rob on drums actually looked like he's got a better one on his super softs. But Flashman is holding that inside line as Chris Boo sweeps up the inside, and Paddock Hill takes the lead. Fantastic there from Chris Boo. Let's go on board with the Mitsubishi driver going through Paddock Hill. So he takes the inside of Rob on drums, and then he just clears up. Nice and easy for Chris Boo as we go down into Druids for the first time. Rob on drums looking at the inside of Flashman. He gets past Flashman. 4th is Yokas, who's gone off. Yokas has had a slide. He's gone off. I don't think there was a tap by Intulu. 5th is Jam looking at Intulu. So these two are fighting. Cinemod nearly went off the circuit himself, and Wolfbane has got himself into 6th, and Rob on drums has run wide. What on earth happened there to Rob on drums? Let's go and have a look. Rob on drums on the outside of Flashman, going through the little tap there, nothing doing really. So go on the curb, and Rob on drums just behind, and I wonder if he just missed the breaking point or what happened there. Jam then gets himself up into 3rd place already for Jam. 4th is Rob on drums. 5th is in Tulu, having a look at the other Lexus. There he is. There's the big jolly fat man on the rear of the Lexus, and I think we've got Wolfbane. No, Wolfbane thinks better of it. I thought he was going to have a dive up the inside. Let's go on board with the BMW driver then. He's got himself up into 6th place from 11th on the grid, sliding all on the circuit, nearly losing it. Salek in 7th, his super soft tyres. He should be getting up the field a bit quicker than this. He'll be hoping for a better 2nd lap. GT Racer down in 9th, Gibbo in 10th right now. Yokas is 11th, so Chris Boo, he's miles ahead. Look how far Chris Boo is. So he does a 130 in comparison to 130, nearly 133 by Flashman. Third is Jam. Fourth is Rob on drums. Wolfbane, though, is fighting massively. Let's have a look. Wolfbane has actually been overtaken by Intulu. So does Wolfbane get past Intulu? Intulu having a look, actually, at Rob on drums. Going into turn one, and Wolfbane just takes advantage of Intulu, concentrating more possibly on Rob on drums ahead of him and forgetting how close Wolfbane was. So Intulu right now, 6th place. 7th is Sarlacc. Sarlacc is there. He's on the super soft tyres. Going to get up the inside of Intulu. That's a brave attempt, as we've got Wolfbane off. Wolfbane is going off the circuit. 6th place is Intulu still, but no. Sarlacc then gets into 6th. We've got a gaggle of cars happening here. So Cinnamod now getting past Intulu. And GT Racer is having a go. Intulu is having a nightmare going up and down the hill at the back of the circuit. GT Racer, though, can't get past Intulu. Chris Boo leading this race by miles. Look at the lead he's got. He's got about 3 or 4 second lead over Flashman, which is miles and miles and miles in touring cars. Jam in 3rd place. He has got the super soft cladded. Rob on drums in 4th, right behind him. Rob on drums looking very strong actually right now. He could have a move planned going out of the final corner and up the home straight here at Brands Hatch. It's a forever going curve, as Rob on drums using all of his Father Christmas powers to hold on to that Lexus. Wolfbane also having a fight with Sarlacc. Sarlacc on super soft. Wolfbane is on mediums. So Wolfbane is getting the attention of all of these cars behind him. Sarlacc, Cinnamod, Intulu, who's got his hands full with GT Racer. And GT Racer, Yokas just is in striking distance if anything happens, but in the lead. Nice comfortable lead. It is Chris Boo, and Rob on drums has got past Jam. Let's have a look at this going into the left-hander. So Jam on the inside. These super soft Jam has a little bit of a slide, and that's enough for Rob on drums to get past. His super soft tyres helping him, as well as the slide from Jam. Rob on drums gets himself up into 3rd place again, so Jam now is going to be a lot closer, as Wolfbane has still got Sarlacc there. Sarlacc! Oh dearie me! Sarlacc, how on earth has Sarlacc saved that? Yellow flags are waving! Oh, and Flashman's gone off! How on earth? So what has happened during these corners? So Flashman is in 2nd place on his own. He just touched the curb and then got spat onto the gravel, which spun him round. And then we saw all the fighting happening behind. Cinnamod was in 5th. Let's have a look on board with Cinnamod at the action in front, so you can see Wolfbane and Sarlacc fighting very hard. The BMW driver Sarlacc then sliding off the track and hits a little bit of Cinnamod. Then the yellow flags are waving. So Intulu right now is in 6th. He needs to get up the field though. He's losing ground on Wolfbane and Jam. So Jam is in 3rd place with Rob on drums in 2nd right now. So Jam currently on a run of podiums. This would be incredible from the Subaru driver. 4th is Wolfbane in the BMW. He's just set his personal best lap, which is a lot quicker than Rob on drums and a lot quicker than Jam's as well. So Wolfbane is in contention here, only 10 points between him and Jam. Chris Boo, though, leading this race. He has won 5 races this season. It's not a position he is unused to. Double negative, fantastic use of the English language. I can speak England, me. Chris Boo leading this race in the Mitsubishi. 2nd place is Rob on drums. Can he make amends for the previous race? He was looking so good in that race. He's currently in 2nd. On lap 4 of 9. Jam in 3rd. Fourth is Wolfbane. Fifth is Cinnamod. Sixth is Sarlek. Seventh is GT Racer. Intulu is in 8th. 9th is Flashman. So Flashman right now all over the back of Intulu. He could have a go, possibly. He's on the soft tyres in comparison to the hards of Intulu. Gibbo in 10th on the mediums. And Yokas there in 11th place on his own. He's had a bad lap on lap number 3, a 1:48.5. Not having a bad lap at all, though, is Chris Boo. He's on super soft tyres and a 1:24.170. He and Sarlek are the only drivers on the super softs, and Sarlek is not having the best of races right now. He's stuck in traffic, showing how hard it is to overtake here at Brands Hatch. Let's just see what was happening up ahead. No, I thought there was move happening with Wolfbane, but it is Cinnamod and Sarlek right now having the best fight on the circuit. Sarlek in 6th place, Cinnamod in 5th. Cinnamod defending the inside. Going to be a brave move around the outside by Sarlek, but can he line it up? No. So currently 6th place for the BMW driver. His slim title opportunity going into this round. He knew he had to score big. He said himself he had to score about 70 points to try and win this championship. It's not looking likely now with Sarlek in 6th. He had 2 4th places in the first 2 races, but 6th place right now. He needs to be really leading this race, but Chris Boo is the one leading the race. It's on his own. So everybody else goes across the line. Rob on drums. He's got the pressure from Jam. Wolfbane kind of stuck in the middle of nowhere now. Jam a couple of tenths quicker than Wolfbane on the previous lap. And he's got the toe of Rob on drums helping him along. So Rob on drums helping Jam. Inadvertently he's gone off though! Rob on drums just clipping that curb. The curbs here are seriously high and can catch you out. And Rob on drums, he's going to lose positions again. Will he get passed by Intulu? No, Intulu stays in 8th. Does he though? Because there's a lot of damage to the rear of Rob on drums' car. Intulu could be passed as Rob on drums tries to defend the inside line in his Lexus against the Lexus of Intulu. And Flashman looking, actually. Flashman knowing that yes, Intulu can be vulnerable to attacks from behind when he is attacking. Oh, and Flashman nearly taking Intulu, but backed out of the corner. So Chris Boo leading this race. Jam now in 2nd place in the Subaru. 3rd is Wolfbane. Wolfbane needs to get ahead of Jam, and he needs to catch Chris Boo as well. So the championship, it looks like it will go into a final race decider between Jam and Wolfbane. Sarlek in 4th, Cinnamod in 5th, GT Racer is in 6th, Rob on drums is 7th, Intulu is 8th, but he is fighting with Flashman. Flashman gets up the inside. There's a yellow flag waving though. A yellow flag is waving, and Intulu overtaking Flashman whilst it was waving. Sarlek actually hitting the gravel. What happened here? Sarlek just clipping the gravel on the exit of Paddock Hill. Now, there were no incidents actually reported of overtaking under yellow flags, but And Tulu there in 7th place. Flashman in 8th. 9th is Sarlek. 10th is Gibbo, and 11th is Yokas. So Chris Boo is in 1st on lap number 7 at 24.7. His tyres just starting to fade, as you can see. He was doing 23.1, 23.6, 24.1s, 24.3 and 24.7, so they are starting to fade. Jam there right now, just happily going at the low 25s on the medium tyres. And the same from Wolfbane, so these two are matching each other's pace right now. Cinnamod in 4th place in the Mazda. 5th is GT Racer. 6th is Rob on Drums. 7th is Intili, still fighting with Flashman. Let's have a look and see what happens then. So, does Flashman get up the inside of Intulu? Actually, he's going round the outside of Intulu, going into the fast right-hander. So Intulu keeping that defensive line. Flashman then doing something similar to what Jam did, actually, on the final lap of race 1. And gets past. Brilliant move, but then Intulu gets past again. So Intulu learning from his fight with Jam. Flashman, though, will still have a go. Can he get a move up at the inside? No, he has to back out. The corner's always deceptive, but Intulu's gone off, but so has Flashman. So Flashman, but he's got past Intulu. So the pressure of Flashman has caused Intulu to go off. This is not what Intulu wants. He's currently in 8th place. What's his champion? Second and third. Intulu not having the best of laps the previous lap round. Chris Brew, though, is halfway round his 8th lap. He's only got a lap and a half to go. Jam is setting his best times. He's actually pulled away from Wolfbane. He got 8/10 on Wolfbane on the previous lap. Wolfbane falling back, actually, to Cinnamod, maybe. Cinnamod on medium tyres. His tyres are more worn, though, than Wolfbane's. 5th is GT Racer in the mediums. I do like that update in the colours of GT Racer. Some really nice colours. Some beautiful cars, actually, in this championship as well. We might have to have a livery competition, maybe, at the end of this season. And the end of this year. Flashman there, right in 7th place, but he's run wide. So that means Intulu gets back into 7th. So Flashman right now is in 8th. Gibbo is in 9th. 10th is Sarlek. And 11th is Yokas. So in his final lap of race number 3 here, it is Chris Boo leading the race. In 2nd place is Jam. So big lead, actually, from Chris Boo. He's got about 12 seconds on Jam. So this is one of the biggest leads we've ever seen in touring cars. You don't normally see these types of gaps. And Cinnamod's got past Wolfbane. How on earth has that happened? So Wolfbane has actually had a poor exit, and Cinnamod gets himself into 3rd. That is not what Wolfbane needs. His championship rival is in 2nd. He is in 4th. That is a 4-point gap between the positions. It's still winnable, though, for Wolfbane. 14 points. It's easily done. If he wins and Jam comes 7th or lower, which you can see Intulu's in 7th, it's very possible. Remember, it is a reverse grid, so Jam would start the race in 10th place. So it's all very possible. Wolfbane would be ahead in that final grid as well if it finishes as it looks like it will. So we're going into a final race decider then for the championship between 2 drivers. And Chris Boo leading the race. He's, as I say, won 5 times. He's got to win his 6th race of the season and start to think about celebrating. Did a 23.9 on lap 7. Brilliant lap there. But Chris Boo coming across the line and takes his 6th victory in touring cars. Fantastic race result for him. Jam is in 2nd place. No pressure really. Couldn't win this race, but he's got 2nd place on the medium tyres. 3rd place is Cinnamod in the Mazda, back on the podium once more. 4th is Wolfbane. 5th is GT Racer. 6th is Rob on drums. 7th is Intulu on the hards. 8th is Gibbo on the medium tyres. 9th is the unfortunate Sarlek. He was up in 4th place until a couple of laps ago. He's had 2 poor laps though, 139, 139s. So he's down in 9th. 10th place is going to be Yokas. Oh, and Flashman. What on earth happened to Flashman? He did go off, we saw that, but he must have gone off again. We won't cross the line because otherwise we lose the result. So, in 1st place, it was ESRM Chris Boo. He has got the fastest lap as well, a 1:23.111. Second place is SNL Jam in the Subaru on the medium tyres. Third place was GT87 Cinemod on the mediums in his Mazda. Fourth was CSL Wolfbane in the BMW on the medium tyres. Fifth was GT Racer in the Mitsubishi on mediums. Sixth was Rob on drums in the Lexus super soft tyres. Intulu seventh on the hards in his Lexus. Eighth, Gibbo in the Mitsubishi on mediums. Ninth, Salek on the super softs. Yokas 10th on the mediums. And 11th place for Flashman on the softs. So, into the final race of the season, and the championship is still up for grabs. Jam has got 401 points. Wolfbane has 387 points. Intulu 373 points. So it is out of his hands now, really. Salek, Chris Boo has got 357 points, and Salek has 354 points. So the final race, it is coming very shortly. Press refresh on your screen and hopefully it will come up very soon for race number 4, the final race of the Sunday Night League Touring Car Championship. Round number 7, Brands Hatch, race 4. The championship is still up for grabs. Who will win it? Will it be Jam or will it be Wolfbane? Join us shortly.